Sports.
Well, tip-top of the evening, everybody, and welcome to Sports Final. I'm off vacation for one night and one night only because we've got the big man in the house, Mr. Jack Cornell, who's going to join us before heading off to Baltimore in a couple of weeks, actually in a couple of days now, for the beginning of training camp with the Ravens, former Q&D star, former University of Illinois star, but most importantly, no longer Quincy's most eligible bachelor, got engaged last week. How'd you pop the question, Big Jack?
Well, you know, I was lucky enough to get engaged to my high school sweetheart. We were down at the Lake of the Ozarks with her family, and we were swimming in the water, and I asked her to come upstairs and help me get like a snack or something. First, she didn't want to do it. She just told me to go up and find all the food myself. Eventually, convinced her to get up there with me, and you know, got down on a knee and popped the question.
You are a good man, and I tell you what, I know your fiance. You've outkicked your coverage, buddy.
Definitely.
Well done in that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's talk some football. I know you're excited about the chance to get to camp, which I know you're leaving on July the 22nd. What's the best piece of advice you've been given so far on how to make an impact at camp in the NFL?
The biggest way is to go out there and compete every day. Don't take any rep, anything for granted. I'm going to be going against the best in the world, and you know, if I can, you know, beat, you know, a longtime vet in a drill, that's going to bode well for me. And they just said to keep your head down and keep going to work every day. It's going to be hard. You're going to expect long days. So I'm just going to go out there and work as hard as I can. You've
been a football guy your entire life. Some part of you has to walk in and think, okay, I'm going to work with Ray Lewis, and be at least a little bit awestruck.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely awesome. Getting to walk in the locker room and, you know, there's one of the best linebackers that ever played the game. And really that entire defense is full of guys like that, guys who are the best at what they do in the entire world. And to get to go against that and practice every day is something that is invaluable to a football player. And it's something that's going to pay off in the long run, getting into games, preseason games, and eventually regular season games.
You talked about being a free agent. I mean, you had the opportunity to pick this opportunity, and you knew something about the situation. To cherry pick it a little bit, Baltimore seems to be a spot where you've got more than a fighting chance, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, all the teams that offered me a contract, you know, they all had spots for linemen. That's why they were offering me. But you know, at the end of the day, I wanted to pick a team that was ready to win a Super Bowl, and obviously the Ravens, year in and year out, are knocking on that doorstep. And from all the teams that offered me a contract, they're definitely the best at what they do, and that was definitely played into my decision big time.
Going in, you have to assess your strengths. I mean, it's almost like the old Clint Eastwood quote, you have to know your limitations, you have to know your strengths. What do you offer them going in? What do you think Jack Cornell's biggest selling point is going into the Ravens, trying to win a job?
I think I have a lot of football knowledge. I think that's something that definitely carried me throughout college. Understand the game, understand the concepts, understand offensive schemes. On top of that is my physical skill set. Obviously, I love hitting people. I love playing football. The physical aspect of football is something that's always been fun to me. But definitely above all else is my love for the game. I have a tremendous passion for this sport.
One of the things I admire about you most in all of this process, you were given a lot of God-given skills, but you worked your tail off to maximize those, and a lot of guys don't. I mean, give people a sense of what the last couple of months have been like, because you've lived your life basically in a physical fitness bubble.
I mean, it's been countless hours in a weight room, and you know, a lot of time on a field running, doing football movements, spending a lot of time in the classroom. You know, getting the playbook down, trying to do everything I can to advance my game and get better every day. Because as the saying goes, you know, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. You never stay the same.
I want to talk to you a little bit. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you. One of your fellow University of Illinois alums, Luke Guthrie, also a Quincy, and out there just killing it at the John Deere Classic.
He's doing his thing, man.
What do you think? I know how proud you are. I've seen you Twitter him. Can you get a golf lesson out of the guy?
I need one. My game is suffering right now, and I definitely need something out of that for sure.
But that has to make you proud. I mean, it's been a great run.
Absolutely. He's a heck of a golfer, heck of a person. And to see, you know, fellow Illini competing, and not only competing but succeeding at that level is really cool.
Well, I tell you what, it's been really cool watching you. The last time you and I met right here, you had just committed verbally to Michigan State some years ago. Yeah, who knew?
Jeez.
You've been a great inspiration to a lot of us who've watched you grow up, and it's been fun, Jack. We're all really proud of you. We wish you well, and best of luck to you going to Baltimore.
Thank you.